Hello. Hello. Hi, Jutta. Good evening. First to comment today. Hi, Marie and Emma. Hi, Katie. Carol. Hello. Hi, Sue. And Bronnie. Good evening. Hi, Donna. Hello. Hi, Sue and Sharon. How are we all? It's Friday. Boy, has it been a long week. My kids broke up from school on Tuesday afternoon. I feel like I've had them home for like the 6 week holidays. It's been such a long week. Oh, Linda, bless you. Thank you for the stars. Oh, can I put that? Can I? Oh, I can't turn it on. Oh, I'll turn it on. I liked having the flash up of the name. I can't turn it on now I'm live, I forgot. Hi Kayla, but Linda, no, thank you for the stars. Ryan, hello, happy Friday. Janet, thank you for the stars as well. 34-week streak. And Sue, bless you. Thank you. 21-week streak. Thank you, my lovely. Charlotte, hello. Thank you, Jitta. Hi, Sarah. Oh, I hope you're okay. I'm at the hospital tomorrow. My daughter has an appointment. Oh, yeah. Hi, Carol, Irene. Holiday with sunburn. Oh, bless you, Katie. Lots of after sun. Hello. Hi, Shannon and Jess and Lorraine. Hello. Right. So, Friday night, we have normal openings tonight. If you would like to order, there is space on the order list. I believe I just updated the order list, so if you have ordered, hopefully you'll see your name on there. And if you would like to order, or if your name's not on the order list, I will be updating it as we go. So as we get to near the end of this one, I'll update it that way. It's cooler, isn't it? Yesterday was still 27. Today, at the moment, it says it's 18. I don't believe it's 18. It's slightly warmer than that, but yeah, it's cooler, which means I can process more. We have the new stock still in the new in section. Over the weekend, that will be moving out and going, sort of dispersing across to the correct sections in the website. We still have the summer sale on the website as well, so that's a massive summer sale. And of course, we have our sparkle dip. Now, where did that buzz come from? Sorry, I just realised Aaron left that there, so let me just turn that off. Okay, so now I've actually sorted out the sparkle dip. So before, there was a risk of potentially, I mean there was only a few, but potentially pulling out the same colour and style pendant. And like I said, there was only a few, but now all of them are completely different. And then if those get picked out, I can add them in. I've just got them in a separate bag ready. So all sparkle dips are, if it's the same shape, it will be a different colour, can be different size, obviously different shape, different style, different fitting, different, love it. Ooh. So yeah, the sparkle dip is available. Just have a look. Oh, look at this one. This is one of my favourites. I'm just going to show you, but the sparkle dip is available. Look at that heart. Now that heart is a shape that we don't have on the website. It's huge and it's this like deep orangey red. Love it. Right, let me pop it back in there though. So yeah, the sparkle dips on the website as well. So I think that's everything. All oysters are available. I'm just trying to look around, just seeing if there's anything else I think that is everything. So, shall we get started? So I feel like there's something missing. It's yours. Well, it's in the bag, and yeah, like that one. Right, I'll get distracted. There is something I'm missing. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. I can't remember, but it'll come to me, and then I'll just blurt it out later as I normally do. So up first today is Anna Mullin. Anna, are you here? Not on the live subs, if that's okay. We don't sort of say for anyone else to sort of advertise on the live, because if one person does, then other people do, and then it's just sort of links everywhere. So we do sort of say not on the live, if that's okay. Mary, thank you for the stars there. Anna, hello. We treat from me to me. That's the best kind of treat. We always know what we want to give ourselves. So you are starting us off with a sparkle dip today. No oyster opening with this one, so it's just the pendant as it is, and they are, I can't stop raving about them because they do. A pearl brings obviously more to the pendant, but it is also enough without the pearl. It's just, I love them. So what I'm going to do, Anna, is I am just going to mix them up, because obviously I did just pull a pendant out and I did just see a lot of them there. So I'm just going to mix it up. Okay, so if I dive in here, good luck, my lovely. Now, oh, I can't, where are they? I couldn't get one then. Now you can, I've got two, I think. There we go, is that one? Oh, this is a different heart one. Now you can stick or twist with this one. So let me pop him on here. Now, like I said, this is a different heart. Again, this style heart isn't on the website. Okay, so let's go down. Now, this is an offset Swarovski crystal heart. So you can see it's got the larger section at the top and that smaller section at the bottom. And this is in that orange, but the orange also has pink. So depending on where the light hits, depends if it is orange or pink. And again, this is one of our larger hearts as well. It's a very summery piece, this one. You can see that pink's catching the light. Just, like I say, just depends how it catches it. Like you can see, love it. But it's up to you, Anna. Would you like to stick, or would you like to twist with this one? Again, let me know if you'd like me to just hold it still. I just like to move it so you can see how the sort of pendant catches the light. And of course the shape, because all the facets, they do carve out the shape for each piece. Beautiful, but can you twist? You can indeed. Let me bring you back up. So that one stays out, and then we will twist, and then it goes back in once we've twisted. So again, I'm going to give them a good mix here, and there's nothing in there. So Anna, good luck, my lovely. Is that what? That is one. Okay, and you have the starfish pendant, and this is in the colour crystal. So all that means is the Swarovski crystal, and it's the colour crystal, so it is clear. And let me hold it up so you can see. Now this is, let's go down, a starfish. And again, this is one, I'm going to hold my glove behind it, just because obviously with the white backing, you just want to show you the shape. There you go. Now this one will go beautifully with any outfit, and of course with the colour it can go with anything as well. I hope you're happy with that one, Anna. It's quite hard to show you that one actually. It is lovely. And let me just bring you back up again. That can go in there. Love the clear ones. I know, that's what I mean. They just go with everything. Okay, so Anna then, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next then is Irene Lee. Irene, are you here? Irene Lee, are you here? Just so you've got your eye on that heart. Well, it's in the bag. I can confirm there's that colour and there's that same heart but in the clear crystal colour in the bag as well. I can't remember if it's in any other colours, but I definitely know it's in those two colours in there. Irene, hello my lovely. You have one opening altogether. Mystery and donate, of course. Now the camera is very on me today. I like you to sort of see the bags as well so you can see what I'm doing. Right, hopefully I'm still on camera there. So, is there a certain colour you're hoping for? Let me get this open. And let's go down. So your mystery oyster. Oh, now if this gets too bright, do let me know. In fact, let me just, there we go, that's better. So, oh, a lighter pop there. Not really happy with most colours. Oh, another tough one. There we go. Okay, so there is your mother of pearl. You can see there's definitely no pearls on that side. And at the top here, I can see a watermelon. Now he's quite a larger pinky watermelon there. And there's no more in that one. So you have a pinky watermelon. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look, Irene. Now, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. But again, if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. So here is the pinky watermelon. And if I pop him in the sand. Lovely, you like him. Oh, perfect. I'm glad you're happy with him. Lisa, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. 27-week streak. Thank you. Irene, if we put him on the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. So just confirm for me, you're happy to keep him. Let me bring you back up and I'll pop him on the order, but just confirm that for me if that's okay, Irene. Just ordered, yep, it will be, Charlotte. I'll do an updated order list as we go, okay. Irene, yes, perfect. Well, thank you very much for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Let me just message Aaron, tea please. Okay, so up next then is Marlene Galanti. Marlene, are you here? Irene, you're very, very welcome. So I'm looking for Marlene Galanti. Now, if anybody can see Marlene, please comment on her comments because that will bring it forward so I can see. And Marlene, if you're here and you're typing away and I can't see you, possibly type I'm invisible because again that will bring it forward so I can see. So I'm looking for Marlene Galanti. Okay, so last call for Marlene, if not we'll move on. Okay, so I haven't seen Marlene, so we are going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list there. And up next is Carol Grant. Now, Carol, you knew you were up next, my lovely, didn't you? Oh, is that gone? Oh, did you delete it? What happened then? Carol, I saw you, and then I saw it disappear. It's gone. Carol Grant, are you here? Did I just imagine that? No, I'm pretty sure I just... what happened? Did anybody else just see Carol? Oh, Carol, bear with me, if that's okay. Marlene is here. I don't know, maybe my comments are going a bit funny today. Carol, if that's okay, I'm going to do Marlene's opening first, and then hopefully you're here. I don't know what's going on. But Marlene, you're here, my lovely. Right, Marlene, you have 3 openings altogether. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Yep, Carol's still up next, Gemma. So hopefully, if other people saw it too, then I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I didn't get to read the whole thing, but I did see her name pop up. Was having trouble finding the live. Oh, bless you, Marlene. But you're here now. So you've got 3 openings altogether. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I will just say actually quickly, this is what I was going to say. You might have got bombarded earlier because what I do is I make events for the lives. And earlier I did all of August and September's events. Now they may have to change if my operation date comes in, but at the moment as it stands they are the dates. Now, if you would like notifications, as in definite notifications about the lives, because sometimes Facebook, if you like and interact and comment with a page, they're more likely to show you content from our page, so you're more likely to get notifications for the live videos. And if you're somebody who's just a scroller, sometimes I'm just a scroller, and I don't like or comment on things, but that does mean that Facebook then might not show you as much as you'd potentially want to see, so you may not get notifications for the live video. So what I would say is with the events that I make, so just go to the page, like the Pearls of Brecon page, then go to events and click going to the events, so to the live videos that you want to get a notification for. That way Facebook will definitely notify you of that event. So if you've booked in for an opening, or if you just like to be reminded that it's on, and then obviously you can choose to come and watch or not, but that way you'll definitely get an opening. So that's always worth doing. And I've just put the dates on, like I said, till the end of September. So you could, obviously you don't have to, but you could like them all the way through the summer and then just get notified as a reminder to see if you want to come on. So I just think that's a little bit handy, helpful there. Okay, so sorry about that, Marlene. I got caught up in what I needed to say there. Okay, so Marlene, perfect. 1 mystery, 2 natural, and donate. So 1 mystery. Laura, bless you. Thank you for the stars. 2 natural. Oh, I was going to say we'll have those 2, but 1 fell back in. 1 and 2. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? You have number 1 and 2 and mystery. So donating the shells, are there certain colours you're hoping for? Let's go down. So we'll start with your mystery oyster. Oh, quite a nice sharp pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now with your mystery oyster, I can see straight away 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hoping for sea green and light purples. And there's no more in that one. So, wow, you are quadding, which means you've got the 4 pearls in the 1 oyster. Now you do get to keep all of these. It's just, of course, what colours you'll have at the end. So you have a 2-tonal watermelon. So he's brighter and then lighter, as you can see as you go around the pearl there. You then have a 2-tonal apple green, again brighter and then lighter again as you go around the pearl. You have a 2-tonal autumn peach, brighter there, then as you can see it goes slightly lighter and brighter again, and then you're ending on an icy blue, which has got a pink spot there. So again, it's a 2-tonal icy blue, and then he's got a pink spot. Can you guys see that? Love that. I love 2-tonal pearls. They're so unique. So they're all 2-tonal, watermelon, apple green, autumn peach, and the blue with the pink spot as well. So then we're going to be moving on to your normal oysters. So normal oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you have a lighter pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So let me just have a clean off this one, and then we can have a close look to see what colour he is. Now he's just off a bridal white there, just off. Oh, let me get it focused. There we go, slightly creamier colour. And then moving on to oyster number 3, but number 2 of the normal oysters. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here, I don't know if you can see it ran out backwards there. You have 1 and 2. You are twinning. And again, twinning with creamy coloured twins there. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Marlene, let me just dry these off, and I'll pop them all in the sand. Now I will need to know what 2 colours you'd like on your jewellery, and if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. So you've got a two-tonal watermelon, two-tonal apple green, two-tonal autumn peach and two-tonal icy blue with a pink spot, a single just off white cream pearl, and then twinning creams. One does look slightly darker than the other there. So if I pop these on the board for you, the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The apple green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The cream is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7, oh, run away, 7.5. And then cream twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And cream twin number 2, which is the slightly darker of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're the same size there. Now, Marlene, if you would like to take a screenshot and email me your colour choices, you can do so. But of course, if you're happy with these, then that's perfect as well. What do you think? Are they not, Chelsea? Can we swap the peach and the blue for 2 Pepsi blues? Peach and the blue for 2 Pepsi blues. I can have a look for you. And what colours would you like on the jewellery? I can do these two. Actually, if you want them, I'm actually going to say those two, just because I'm just assuming, actually, if you'd like the blues on the jewellery, these are more the same size, then they look sort of more similar on the jewellery there. So if they're okay, which two would you like on your jewellery? Yes, on the jewellery, perfect. Let me pop them there, and we're going to have both Pepsi blues on there. Okay, Marlene, I hope you're happy with those then. I'm just going to pop them all in here for you. There we go. I've kept the cream twin separate from the other twin as well. That's on there for you. So Marlene, my lovely, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, and up next then is Carol Grant. Carol, my lovely, are you still here? Marlene, you're very, very welcome. So possibly comments are being a little bit slow or a little bit funny slightly, I think. So if that's the case, when you comment, if you comment on your own comment, it sort of gives it that boost before anyone else even gets a chance to. So it's more likely that I'm going to see it. Now, I'm just saying that, like I say, just because I think they are being a little bit funny. So like I say, just comment on your own comment. I think it gives it that boost there for me to see. But Carol, I can see you. Hello, hello, hello. Carol, you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I don't think that's going to work. Never mind. Lindsay, thank you for the stars there. An 11-week streak. Bless you. Thank you, my lovely. Oh, no. That piece of hair is just going to be pinging all over the shop, I think. Mystery and donate. And I think I read earlier, you were hoping for a sea blue. If I'm wrong, and if there is a certain colour you're hoping for, please correct me. But for now, mystery oyster and donate your shells. Let's go down. So in here, we have a softer pop there. Oh, now in here, there is your mother of pearl, and you are twinning. Now, you're twinning with sea green twins. And there's no more in that one. So they are sea green, they're not sea blue, these ones. They are lovely though. One of them's more two-tonal. So if I pop them in the sand, and if I hold them up so you can see, Carol, the one on this side is more green. The one on this side is more two-tonal with like a green, lighter green, almost silvery tone to him. Now, if you did want to swap one or both for a sea blue, there's definitely a weight on that. But of course, if you're happy with these, that's fine as well. So just let me know what you think, and I'll need to know which one you would like on your jewellery. So if I pop these on the board, the darker sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the more two-tonal sea green with the silvery tones is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Okay, so Carol, what do you think? And what would you like to do? And of course, if you're not happy with these colours and you'd like a completely different colour, that's absolutely fine as well. What do you think? Just going to pop them down there. Love them, keep them, and the two-tonal one on the jewellery. I love that. Of course, let me put them in here. And then on here, and let me just write down that you'd like the two-tonal. Sorry, I had an itchy cheek at the same time there. I've got that down for you. So to confirm, you've got the two-tonal green on the jewellery, Carol. Thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. Sophia and Abigail, hello, thank you for joining us today. Perfect. Up next is Dina Byrne. Dina, are you here? Hello. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, tea time. Thank you, Bab. Why are you smiling?
Nothing. I just opened the door and had tea time.
It is tea time. Thank you for the tea.
Okay.
Bab, will you do me a favour?
What's that?
Bling, bling. Will you tuck this piece of hair behind my ear? It just keeps pinging. So just, yep, yank it round. All right, thank you. Sorry, it bothers me.
No worries.
Thank you, Bab. Oh, it's coming back. I can feel it. It's fine, thank you. Dina Byrne, are you here? Gemma, yes. If you're not here when I call, you'll be, just let me know when you're back and then I can add you in again. That's not a problem. And if you miss it completely today, you do automatically get added on to Sunday, which is the next live, and you'll get an email to confirm that as well. So not to worry at all, my lovely. Okay. But thank you for letting me know. Carol, can I put the other on a lobster fitting? Of course I can. I've got the note about the extension chain already, so that's not a problem. And the invoice for the lobster fitting will get sent through tomorrow for you. It'll go to the email address that's on the order form, Carol. Okay. I've got that down for you. Marie, bless you. 16-week streak. Thank you for the stars there. So I'm looking for Dina Byrne. Now I'm just going to scroll back up just in case I missed her then. I don't think I've seen her. So if anybody can see Dina, please comment on her comments because it will bring it forward so I can see. And again, Dina, if you're here typing away, please type I'm invisible because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Okay, so I haven't seen Dina, so we are going to move on. So again, if she comes on, we will add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Which means up next is Jutta Learman. Jutta, are you here? Now you were here earlier, so hopefully you're here. Carol, you're very, very welcome. Oriel, I thank you very much for the stars there. Again, I still question myself, and I'm so sorry if I keep bringing it up. I hope that was correct. You know what I'm on about. And Jutta, you're here. Hello, hello, hello. Shall we do your sparkle dips first, and then we'll do your, because I've added both your orders together. Hope that's okay. So we'll do the second order afterwards if that's okay. So sparkle dips first. You've actually got two and you've got oyster openings alongside them. So we'll do one dip and opening, then one dip and opening, if that's okay. So, yeah, we'll do it that way. I think, yeah, that's fine. So with your first, so I'm moving the sand out the way. With your first sparkle dip, I'm guessing you're hoping for that heart from earlier. I get it right every time now. Whoop, whoop. You say that, and now the next time I'm going to get it wrong. But no, I do try. So let me give these a mix, Jutta. Good luck. So I'm going to look away, giving them a good mix. Okay, so there's nothing in my hand. Diving in and pulling out. and we have this one. So your first one here, now you get to stick or you get to twist. Now this is one of our Swarovski crystal rectangle pendants. Now this is, we do have the rectangle charms on the website. This is a larger one because this is a pendant. Now this is in the silver night colour, which means it's that darker but quite nice bright silver crystal there. Now if you do have an oyster opening, so if you choose to have the pearl on this one, it sits at the top and can move around. Jitta, would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Again, I'm just trying to show you all the facets and the actual shape. So if I hold it still for a moment as well. So yes, stick or twist with this one. Stick, stick, love it. Perfect. Okay, so like I say, that comes with one opening. Let me bring you back up. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I'm glad you're happy with that. Every time he brings me a tea, I just want to, it's just hot. I'm not sure, Lee. Have a look in the Squidgy Pops group. I'm not sure if there's a live one. I honestly can't remember. I'm so sorry because we normally do them for over a period of time, don't we? So I'd say have a look in the Squidgy Pops group and have a look in there. Just a mystery and donate. So let me dive in. And is there a certain colour you're hoping for? And are you thinking pearl on or off of that pendant there? So let's go down your mystery oyster. Oh, double pop there. And in your first oyster, there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see straight away you have triples. Well, I can see 3 to start with. Let me have a squidge in here for you. And there's no more in that one. So you have triples to start with. Let me just dry these up. And if I hold them up so you can see, you have a lavender, sorry, no, it's a lilac purple. You have a blush pink. And you have a gold as well. Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you'd like to swap them, that's fine as well. And I'll need to know if you'd like the pearl on or off the jewellery. And if it's on the jewellery, which colour pearl is it? So if I pop these ones on the board, the lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. So, what do you think? Pearl on or off of the jewellery. Oh, Of course I can. I need to remember to keep the pendant on the display card until chosen, because in that way you guys can still definitely see. Okay, so do any of those work there? It's really hard to try and sort of get them in on the same shot. Oh no, I tried it. Oh. So it's just easier if I just hold them up, if that's okay. So that's the lilac, the blush, and the gold. I think all of them, because this is, like I said, it's Silver Night, I think it just goes beautifully with all of them. I think it's completely personal preference to which one you prefer there. Lilac on the jewellery is perfect. Let me just write that down. And then you have your second dip again here. So I'm just popping these in here, and then let me write that down. So we're going to have the rectangle Silver Night. We're going to have the lilac pearl. Okay, perfect. So let's dive in for Sparkle Dip number 2. Again, I'm not looking here, just going to give them a lovely little mix. So there's nothing in there. Dive in. I'm going to grab a few. I've grabbed quite a few there. Okay, and we have, oh, you have the Snowflake. Now, we do have this one on the website, but this one that I'm showing you here is a larger version. Now, this is in the clear crystal colour. Let me bring you down so you can see. And it's on the long drop pendant, so it does make it more elegant there. So clear crystal Snowflake. The rest on lobster fittings, that's not a problem, Jitta. I'll write that down for you in just a moment. Regarding this pendant, would you like to stick or would you like to twist? I'm just showing you on the gloves there. Again, it's still ready. Look, there's the shape. Ooh. So the clear long dropped crystal Snowflake. Twist with that one. Okay, so let me just pop that in here, and again that stays out until after we've pulled out a second one for you, and then it gets added back to the bag. So again, I'm just going to give them a mix, and good luck, my lovely. And you have this one, you have a crystal heart pendant. Now this is the same style of heart we have under our Swarovski Crystal Charms on the website. However, this is a larger heart. Okay, so the larger heart pendants are not on the website. I hope that makes sense. Now the colour here is a light blue. So you can see it's the Swarovski Crystal Heart. You've got quite one of our thicker bales, but our shorter bales there. Now with this one, if you'd have the pearl on the jewellery, again it sits at the top and be able to move around at the top there. But again, it doesn't need a pearl if you don't want to add one. So that's the light blue Swarovski Crystal Heart pendant. I hope you're happy with that one. Oh no, let's just keep it on here because you do have an oyster opening with that one as well. So I'm just going to keep it on there in case you'd like to see the pearl against it. Okay, so let me bring you back up. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Kathy, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. 32-week streak. Thank you, my lovely. Again, mystery, donate. I did think so, but I do like to ask, just in case, because obviously sometimes the pendant could make you change your mind. Now, are you thinking pearl on or off with this one, or are we going to sort of see and wait to see what comes out? Let's go down. Your mystery oyster. We have a slightly deeper pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And in here you have a coral. I can see straight away there. Let me have a squidge. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so you have a coral. Now, what do you think to this one? Are you happy with this colour? If so, would you like the pearl on or off the jewellery? And if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. Here he is in the sand. And then on the board for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5 warp, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And then I'll just hold him next to this heart as well. Oh, I quite like the coral and blue together actually. Yeah. Swap for a brighter icy blue, of course. Can you confirm, are you happy with this one here? Would that blue be okay there, my lovely? Yes, okay, perfect. And I'm guessing it's blue on the jewellery there. So let me just write that down. That heart is blue pearl. And you'd like to be invoiced for lobster on loose pearls. Okay, so then you also have an additional opening as well. So is that mystery and donate again? Oh, expand the rainbow and donate. So, is there a certain colour you're hoping for with this one? So, oh, if I can get it open, there we go. Your expand the rainbow oyster. Let's go down. And in here, there's one side and the other side. Oh, look at this one. You are twinning, and twinning with hot pink twins. Now straight away I can see that they are visually different sizes there. There's no more in that one. So you do have a larger and smaller pink. I'll pop them aboard to see the sizes as well. But what do you think to the colour, my lovely? If you're happy with the colour, I'll need to know if you'd like the larger or the smaller on the jewellery. But of course, if you're not happy with the colour, we can swap them for you. So there they are in the sand. You can definitely see this one on this side's larger and the visually smaller one's the one on that side there. So if I pop them on the board, the smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. What do you think to the hot pinks, my lovely? No pearl on the jewellery, but both pearls on lobster fittings. That's not a problem. Let me write that down. So we're going to have no pearl on there on lobster. Now that invoice for all the lobster fittings there will get sent through tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, my lovely. Okay, so that's safe on there, and I've got these as well. Perfect. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next this evening is Janet Perling. Janet, are you here? I don't know what it is about it. Oh, this is decaf. Excuse me, that's definitely decaf. Nothing wrong with a decaf, it just tastes slightly different. Just to know, you're very, very welcome. And Janet, hello, you're here, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Jan, you have a sparkle dip, no oyster opening, so we're going to have the pendant as it is. Wendy, yeah, we'll be updating the order list when we get near to the end of the original order list, okay. I will let everybody know when I'm updating it. I'll do it verbally and I'll do it written on the page as well, okay. So, Jan, you have a sparkle dip. I'm going to dive in, give them a mix for you. And then let's dive in. Okay, you have... Oh, you have this one here. Where did I pop the card? So you have one of our large Swarovski crystal spike pendants. Now, we do have spike pendants on the website. Actually, I don't know if they're in stock on the website or not. Possibly on the website. However, we don't have this colour available on there. And this colour's never been available on the website either. So let's go down. Now this is a crackle colour, so it's clear crystal, and you can see here it's a large, if I look at my finger, I don't know if that helps, here's my thumb, no, pen. It is a large Swarovski crystal spike pendant. Now I'm just going to turn it around because you can see on the back it's got this beautiful, almost like holographic crackle. Now that's what gives the colour round on the reverse side. Now you can wear it this way round if you wanted to, but it is on the back to then shine through and give it that subtle but gorgeous crackle effect. Now, would you like to stick or twist, Jan, with this pendant here. Donna, it depends on the charm. If it's a August charm deal, does come with an oyster opening. Monthly charm deal doesn't. It will say in the description of the item if it comes with an oyster opening or not, my lovely. But without looking at the item, I don't know off the top of my head. I hope that helps. I'm just going to show you the reverse side again. So that's the almost, it's like a holographic crackle, which then shines through the crystal there. Stick or twist. So difficult. It is. It really is. I don't know. Oh look, you can see it through the glove there. So that's actually the front, and now you can see with the colour behind it, you can really see the crackle coming through. And again, that's the reverse side. It will, Tanya, all of them really do. They do sparkle in the sun. Let me bring you back up. What are people saying for you then, Jan? Christine says stick. Suzanne says gorgeous. Steph says stick. Laura says stick. Luella says beautiful. Denise says keep it. It's B-E-A beautiful. What do you think? Stick or twist with that one? Chrissy says stick. I don't think anyone said twist so far. Simran says stick. It's up to you. Can you, the way because I'm sometimes, if it's to do with me, I'm an indecisive person. So how I would decide was, can I imagine myself wearing it? And obviously if the answer's no, it needs to be a twist. Oh, Jan, twist. You hope you don't regret it. Oh. Okay, so that one stays out for a moment and we're going to dive back in. Good luck, my lovely. So giving them a mix there. Oh, and I'm going to dive in. I'm going to pull a few out. And you have this pendant. Now you've actually got another crackle style pendant. However, it's a different shape and it's a different colour. So this is the larger raindrop type pendant. Okay, and this has got the black crackle, as you can see there. Now it's got this leaf bail at the top, which is a reverse of this. This comes down in like a raindrop, this comes up in like a raindrop. So it's the reverse bail which gives it that more elegant look. And as you can see, it's this black crackle that comes through on this side. If I just show you the reverse, you can see that crackle coming through there. And then of course that's the front where it then shines through. Jan, do you regret it? Oh, is that the wrong question? Do you like this one? It is lovely. I love the black. It's so bold. It is gorgeous. But Jan, I hope you're happy with him. And let me bring you back up again. I'm going to pop him on here for you. See, there's lots and lots of different stuff. I just can't. I'm going to try to calm it down with the sparkle dip. I get so excited about it. My daughter, she was earlier, have you got a purple one? I was like, yep, there's a purple one. Can I have the purple one? I don't think that's the way it works, darling. Why? Aurora. It's lovely, but you do regret it. Oh, bless you. Well, it's when it arrives, I do hope that you're happy, and it blows you away, hopefully, once it arrives, Jan. But that is the risk it for a twist it. No, it came out wrong. But I hope you're happy once it arrives. Star, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. 23-week streak. Julie, bless you. Hello and thank you. Okay, so up next this evening is Sue Scury. Sue, are you here? Sue, hello my lovely. You've got one opening altogether. Expand the rainbow, donating the shells, and you're looking for a yellow. Okay, let me get this open for you, Sue. And let's go down. So in here, there's one side and the other side. Oh, and you have a popped out runaway there, but I can also see that you're twinning. Now, Sue, you are twinning with Autumn Peach Pearls. There's no more in that one. Now, you did say you were hoping for a yellow, and you've got the twinning Autumn Peaches. So if you would like to swap one or both of these, I can do that for you. It's going to be up to you what you would like to do. If I pop them in the sand though, so you can have a closer look. What do you think to Autumn Peach twins there? And again, if I pop these on the board for you, Autumn Peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And Autumn Peach number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. Swap one for a yellow and have them both on hoops. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to grab you a sunshine yellow. However, please tell me if you prefer to have a lemon or a pastel yellow. So that's the sunshine yellow. See, it's very bright and bold there. So I'm just trying to show you. There you go. That's without the light sort of shining. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so if I pop these in here and you'd like them both on hoop fittings, I'll write that down for you. The invoice will get sent through to the email address that we booked this in on. Okay, and that will get sent through tomorrow for you. Perfect, I've got that down for you, Sue. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And of course, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. No, Sue, you're very, very welcome. And up next is Emma Favell. Now, Emma I saw earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Perfect, Sue. I'm glad to hear it. Mystery and donate the shells, Emma. So you've got 3 openings altogether. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1, 2 and 3. Let me get these open. 1. Oh, I don't think I... There we go. 2 and 3. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. We have a light pop there. Yeah, that's the smaller one. I did have the normal one just before the live, so Aaron sort of swapped it out for this one. Oh, that was a weird little laugh then. Right, there is your mother of pearl. Emma, we're going to wait and see. Oh, so straight away I can see that you are twinning, and twinning with those beautiful lilac lighter purples there. And there's no more in that one. So twinning lilac purples to start with. Then moving on to mystery oyster number 2. We have a lighter pop there. And in here, there's a little bit of pearl. Let me try that again. There's a little bit of a pearl blister in that one there, but no pearls on that side. I can, however, see a beautiful, bright, hot pink pearl there. Let me just pop him out and have a squidge in here. Okay, so there's no more in that one there. And let me just dry him up and hold him up so you can see. Now this one's just slightly lighter than a hot pink. I believe this one we call is a bright pink. So I've been, I don't know if it's, I don't think I've said, but I've been sort of ironing out all of the colour names ready to present you all with the, shall we say, colour chart. So all will be revealed. I mean, it's not completed just yet, but it's definitely getting there. So I'm definitely honing in on saying the correct colours, so you guys can definitely know which one's which. Not that I get it wrong, but do you know what I mean? Just so I can definitely say that that's not just pink, it's our bright pink. And then moving on to the last oyster, Emma. So again, your mystery oyster, quite a nice sharper pop there. And oh, in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with Icy Blue Twins. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Emma, 2 sets of twins and a single pink. So lilac purple twins, icy blue twins, and a bright pink single pearl as well. What do you think to all of these, my lovely? If you're happy with those, that's perfect. And of course, if you're not happy and you'd like to swap any, we can do that for you. If I pop these on the board, lilac purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Lilac purple twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So the lilac twins are slightly different sizes there. However, visually, I can't see the different sizes, if that makes sense. Josh and Denise, hello, thank you for watching. Icy blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then icy blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. And then moving on to your last pearl, which is the single bright pink, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not, whoa, a runaway, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, so Emma, what do you think to these, my lovely? Yep, they're real oysters. They are cultured oysters and pearls. but they are real. Now the colour wise, they are real pearls like I say, but they are dyed pearls, so we don't get pearls which are naturally this colour. I mean, the lilac purples, we do get natural coloured purples, maybe not quite as bright, but we do get natural purples. However, these are dyed pearls, but but they're still real, if that makes sense. Thank you, Sophie. That's a lot shorter way of saying what I tried to say. I do waffle on sometimes. I mean, I can definitely waffle on. I sit here for 3 hours talking to you all. Oh, I know. I'm actually quite a shy person if you meet me in real life. It's so bizarre. But Emma, what do you think? Love them. Can you have one lilac, one blue on hoop fittings, please? And also, could you be invoice for the postage? Of course I can. With the lilacs, like I said, they are measuring slightly different sizes. Do you have a preference to if you'd like the larger or the smaller on the jewellery? No, yeah, on the fitting, or don't you mind? One lilac, one blue on hoop. Okay, I've got that down for you. I've turned the desk fan on, and every time I do it makes my eyes water. Thank you, Suzanne. Waffle away. I kind of have to. I mean, it might be quite therapeutic to listen to the live without me talking. I mean, just cracking the oysters, and yeah, that might be quite nice just literally to watch. I'd find it hard not to talk. You don't mind? Okay, perfect. Emma, that invoice will get sent through tomorrow to the email address that we booked this in on, okay? Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. It's been ridiculously hot, Ryan. I'm so glad it's cooled down today. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to my bed later because hopefully it won't be as hot. I'm fingers crossed it's not going to be as warm. Please. Right, up next is Gemma Corson. Gemma, are you here? Now, I think I saw you say you was back. Obviously, if you don't respond, that's fine. You're not back yet, but I think I saw you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, shiver. I might turn the fan off. Gemma, you are here. Hello. Now, I know you did type your name earlier, but if you could just confirm it with the email address, that'd be really helpful. So I don't need to know your whole email address, just from the @ sign onwards. What's that section of the email address that the order was booked in on? I mean, it's a blessing in disguise, Ryan, that's fallen on the same day, slightly cooler, and your partner on the night shift. Fingers crossed for you. For us all. Oh, really, Sophie? For me, it was not cooler last night. It really wasn't. Gemma, that's perfect. So you have one opening, my lovely. Do you know what type of oyster you would like? And if you'd like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells? Now I'll start to print off these orders soon. So if you have ordered, I'll do an updated order list shortly. If you would like to order, there is still space available for today. Mystery, keep the shells please, as it's your first ever opening. And of course you can, the shells are there, we give you that option, so it's not a problem. But first opening, Gemma, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Let me get this one open and let's go down. So your mystery oyster, we have a light pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Now I'll clean that up for you in just a moment. I can actually see a slight peep there. He's quite a dark peep. And you're twinning. I didn't get to finish what I was saying then. I was saying he's quite a dark peeper. And then two pop outs. You are twinning with darker twins. Now visually they are definitely different sizes. You've got a larger and a smaller one there. And I'm not sure on the colour actually. Let me just clean these shells up for you. And then I'll dry them off and I'll have a closer look so we can get them coloured for you. Okay, so so the smaller of the two is this dark, deeper green. Now I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this green. Now it's very dark, but it does have that sort of green overtone to him. Okay, the larger of the two is a dark oil slick. Now oil slick means that you've got the blues, you can see blue and purple there. And then as we go round, you've got flashes of green as well. Really hope you can catch this. So he's quite a dark pearl, but he is an oil slick. So you've got a dark green. Oh, it's so hard to catch it on camera. Okay, so you've got the visually smaller dark green and the larger is an oil slick. Now, Gemma, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you, okay? The smaller green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the larger oil slick is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So Gemma, that's completely up to you. What do you think, my lovely? Now I'm just wrapping up your shells for you. Of course you can. Let me bring you back up and I'll write that down. So we're going to have oils. There we go. Oil slick on there and hoop fitting. Perfect. I've got that down for you, my lovely. Again, your invoice will get sent through tomorrow and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? Your first opening. I hope you're happy with that, Gemma. I've wrapped up your shells as well. And that's all safe at there. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. No, you're very, very welcome. Right, up next is Sandra Waite. Sandra Waite, are you here? I'm going to see if I can print some of these off. So just bear with me a moment, Sandra, if that's okay. And the printer's going to be noisy for a moment as well. they always say that and then it just takes ages to load. It's almost like that section of the computer goes to sleep. Okay, perfect. So, Sandra, wait, are you here? Anne, hello, I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're well. Sandy, that's perfect, thank you. Okay, so Sandy, you have a sparkle dip and oyster opening. So, let's dive in for your sparkle dip. Good luck, my lovely. So to start with, we're just going to give them a little mix there, and then let's dive in. And I'm just going to grab a handful, and then you guys can see that I literally just move my fingers around until I've only got one left. Now I'm just popping that one back in because this is the one that came out. Now you have a spike pendant. Now this one, if you were here earlier, is just slightly smaller than the one we saw earlier, but still quite a nice size. Now the colour here is amazing in my opinion. So this is the Bermuda Blue. So Bermuda Blue, and as you can see, it's this blue that as you move it, you've got the darker and the lighter blues. Now, if you have a pearl on this one, you do have an oyster opening. It would sit at the top here, but again, you don't have to put the pearl on the jewellery if you don't want to. Now, Sandy, you can stick or twist with this one. It's completely up to you. Would you like to stick or twist? You love that. Okay, so does that mean you'd like to stick? It's quite hard to show you just because the blues, obviously as you change direction, the lighter and the darker blues sort of pop out. So it is lovely. Does that mean you'd like to stick with that one? Let me bring you back up. I've left it on the card just because if you would like to stick, you've got the oyster opening with it. So I've left it there. Stick, stick, stick. Okay, well, I'm glad you're happy with that one. So like I say, you said you'd like a mystery and to donate your shells. Now, are you thinking pearl on or off of the jewellery? Let me get this oyster open for you. And is there a certain colour you're hoping for? Sandy, let's go down. We have a softer pop there. Oh, and in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see 1, 2, and 3 pearls there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you have triples. You have got 3 pearls in the 1 oyster. Sandy, what do you think to these? Now, are you thinking pearl on or off the jewellery? If you're happy with these and would like one of them on the jewellery, let me know. Of Of course, if you'd like to swap these pearls, that's fine as well. So whatever decision, what would you like to do? You've got a coral, a dark silver, and a sea green. If I pop them on the board for you, your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Dark silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And then the sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. I'm just going to show you them. I quite like the silver. Yeah, the green goes as well actually. It's up to you, or you don't have to have a pearl on there, or again you can swap them. So many options. Sandy, what do you think? What would you like to do? What do you think? Silver on the jewellery, perfect. And lobster fitting on the others, not a problem. Let me bring you back up. Oh, I need to take the pendant off the chain there. And then I'll write that down as well. So we're going to have silver on there and invoice for on lobster fitting. Okay, I've got that down for you. Sandy, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And up next is Sandra Murdoch. Sandra, are you here? Sandy, you're very, very welcome. Sandra Murdoch, are you here? Sandra, hello. Okay, so you have a sparkle dip and a oyster opening. So we're going to dive in for your sparkle dip, my lovely. Good luck. So again, I'm just going to give them a mix around first. And then I'm just going to dive in and grab a handful. And then as you can see, I just sort of wiggle my fingers until I'm left with one. Now you have a rectangle pendant. So we saw this style earlier. This is a Swarovski crystal rectangle pendant. Again, we've got this style charm on the website, but this is larger in pendant form. Now let's go down. This is a light amethyst colour. So that's a light purple. Light amethyst rectangle pendant there. Now you do have an oyster opening, so if you had a pearl on this one, it would sit at the top here, and again it would be able to move around slightly. What do you think to this? You can stick or you can twist with this one. It's completely up to you. Mine too, Siobhan. Sandra, you'd like to keep that one. Perfect. He is yours. I'll keep him on the display board as well, just in case you'd like to hold a pearl next to it to have a look, see what they'd look like. So you have your oyster opening alongside that. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? There hasn't been a sparkle dip that you haven't liked yet. Oh, Laura Rose, I know. I'm the same. Obviously, I don't ever sell anything that I'm not happy with, but some things aren't to everyone's taste. Now, some things I like, but I may not wear. Does that make sense? But I know that obviously some people would wear. It's that kind of thing. But yeah, with the sparkle dip, everything. I'd wear everything. Love it. Tonight, Diana, I'm not sure at the moment from what I saw. No, but I have got some orders that I need to update the order list with, and I haven't looked through, so never say never, but at the moment I don't think so. Mystery and donate. Now, is there a certain colour you're hoping for, Sandra? And again, are you thinking pearl on or pearl off of the jewellery? So let's go down. Your mystery oyster. Oh, quite a nice deep pop there. Oh, I see a peeper. Okay, so there's your mother of pearl. Sandra, you are quadding. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding, my lovely. Wow, 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 wow. So 4 pearls in the 1 oyster. Lots and lots of colour options here. So there's no more in that one. Now let me just dry these up for you. And then again, what I'll do is I'll hold them one by one next to that pendant. Unless, of course, you tell me that you prefer to have no pearls on the jewellery, then we'll just show them in the sand if that's okay. So you've got that light lilac purple, you've got a blush pink, a bright sea green, and a two-tonal chocolate and silver. So if I hold these up for you, light lilac, blush, oh, let me just get the light so it's not as bright, blush pink, bright sea green, and two-tonal chocolate and silver. So if I pop them on the board for you first, the lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Blush pink is not a 5, well, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Now, like I say, if I hold them against the pendant for you, you've got the lilac, you've got the blush pink, you've got the sea green. Again, I'm moving the pendant just so you can see how the pearl is next to the pendant as it catches the light. And then you've got that chocolate silver as well. Oh, that's just a bit of sand with the pearl there. Okay, so decisions. And of course, if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. Sandra, what do you think? What would you like to do? Oh, bless you, Rebecca. Well, when I call your name, do remind me, and I'll just need you to confirm the second part of your email address from the @ sign onwards when I call your name, okay? Can you have the lilac on the pendant? Of course you can. Swap the blush pink for a bright icy blue and the rest on lobster fittings. So 3 lobster fittings and the lilac on the jewellery. Just can you confirm if you're happy with that icy blue there? So that's a brighter icy blue. Let me bring you up so I can write that down. So we're going to have lilac on there and the rest on lobster fittings. Oh, ever so sorry. There we go. Okay, so that's all in there for you. That's great. Perfect. So again, your invoice will get sent through tomorrow and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Sandra, I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives then. And that's safe up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. Right, up next is Shannon Wilson, and then I'm going to be doing the updated order list. So Shannon Wilson, are you here? And then, like I say, I'll do an updated order list. I'll do a verbal one while I'm typing it out, and then I'll post the order list as well so you can visually see it on the page, and I'll pop it in the comments quickly as well. Okay, so Shannon Wilson, are you here? Kerry, hello. It will, Rachel, yes. If not, Sunday. So if you order tonight, it will be added onto tonight's orders. But if you prefer, it can go on to Sunday. So that's our next live. Shannon, hello. So excited for some sparkle bling. You'd like mystery and donate for both. Okay, pearl on the jewellery. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do a sparkle dip, then your mystery oyster, then a sparkle dip, then your mystery oyster, Shannon, if that's okay. So first one here, let me just give them a mix. Okay, so I'm going to dive in. I've grabbed oh no, I didn't. Hang on, right, okay. They all clustered in then. I only grabbed one bag. So I've grabbed a few there. Oh, come on, drop. Okay, so we have this one. So with your first choice, let me pop it on here. Now we saw this shape earlier. We definitely didn't see this colour. So this is the Starfish crystal pendant. We saw it in crystal earlier, and you're seeing it in mirror now, which is yellows, blues and purples. So you can see it's this beautiful starfish shape. Now this has a different bail on it to what we saw earlier as well. This is a smaller, more elegant bail, if you can see that. And like I say, it's the mirror effect, which has got yellows, purples and blues. Now Shannon, you get to stick or twist. Would you like to stick with this one? Or would you like to risk it and twist it? What do you think? Stick with that one. Perfect. Okay. Oh no, let me leave it on the board. I keep forgetting. So oyster opening, you would like a mystery oyster to donate your shells, and you're looking to have the pearl on the jewellery. So is there a certain colour that you are hoping for? Let me bring you back up so we can go for a mystery oyster here. And then we'll do your second dip afterwards, just so then we don't mix up the openings at all. Okay, so let's go down with your mystery oyster, Shannon. Good luck, my lovely. Oh, lighter double pop there. Oh, there. So there's your mother of pearl. I'm just moving that piece of shell with it as well. And then let's have a squidge in here. Oh, you have a lighter sea green there. There's no more in that one. Now let me dry him up for you. And let me hold him up so you can see. So here is the lighter sea green. Let me hold him next to the pendant as well for you. Oh, just picked up a load of sand with that, sorry. Okay, so sea green. Now again, if you're not happy with the pearl colour, we can swap him for you. And if I pop this one on the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Shannon, what do you think to that one? Perfect, love it, perfect. Okay, so to confirm, you're happy with that lighter sea green on the jewellery with that starfish. I'm just going to write that down. So starfish, we're going to have the sea green. Perfect. And then you would have a second dip. So we're going to give them a mix again, Shannon. So good luck, my lovely. And then we're going to dive in. And I've got a big handful there. Oh, I've missed the bag. I think that's one. Oh, that is one. Let me pop that one back in the bag. Okay, so this one, you have the mirror effect again here. So again, it's the same colours, it's the same yellows, blues and purples. You've got a different, completely different shape, however. Let me bring you down. Now, this shape has never been on the website. I mean, if I just hold that still for a second, look at that. So it's like this rounded, cornered rectangle. Sorry, that's the best way I can describe the shape there. It's quite a nice, thicker shape. And again, you can see those beautiful purples, blues and yellows popping through. Now, you do get to stick or twist with this one again, my lovely. So, would you like to stick or would you like to twist with this one? Tea time. Thank you, Bab. Oh, what did you do? Beautiful. Stick with that one as well. Oh, again, I took it off. Right, let's go back up there. So you'd like a mystery oyster and to donate your shells here as well. So I'm just popping it back on the board. I'll get used to it, leaving it on there until after the oyster opening. Okay, so let's get your mystery oyster. Did I say thank you for the tea? Did I? I'll text him and say thank you. Oops. So your mystery oyster. And thank you. Let's go down. You have a light pop there. I did. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Rachel. Ooh, we've got lots of multiples tonight. There is your mother of pearl. Now look at these. You have triples. So many multiples tonight. And now that means, Shannon, you have choices. Now, again, if you're not happy with any of these pearls, we can swap them for you. However, I will show you all three of these next to that pendant, just in case you prefer to have one of these on the jewellery. Now, if I go through them for you, first of all, you have a lilac purple. You have a blush pink, slightly two-tonal with lighter and brighter sides there. And then you have this two-tonal greeny chocolate. So if I show you, he's sort of got greens and chocolates as you go around the pearl there. Now, if I show you them all next to your pendant, Shannon, is that the right way around with that pendant? No. I mean, that was the back. I mean, you could wear it that way. That's the back of the pendant, which is more of a solid mirror colour. But this way round, you've got more of the crystal and the mirror coming through. Okay, so you could wear it the other way around, but this is technically the front, if that makes sense. So this is the two-tonal green and chocolate. I mean, I love that straight away. Two-tonal green and chocolate. Then you've got your blush pink. And again, I love that. And then moving on to that lighter lilac purple. Okay, so personally, all three of them go. I think I'm loving them ones. But again, oh, it's such a hard choice. Or again, you can swap them, Shannon. What do you think? What would you like to do? I'm going to pop them on the... Did I measure them? The lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And the two-tonal green and purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Lilac on the jewellery, perfect. And pin caps on the others. That's not a problem. Let me just take that off of there and pop these in here for you. So lilac on the jewellery. I'm calling it round rectangle on the form. That's not its name because I haven't named it yet. It's not on the website. But yeah, so if you see it, that's what I meant. So that's not actually its name, it's just so I know. So, but we're going to have the lilac on there, and then you'd like to be invoiced for the loose on pin caps. Now again, your invoice, Shannon, will get sent through tomorrow for you, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? And I do have your note here about the change of address as well, so that's come through as well, okay? Perfect. I believe I've got everything down there for you. So thank you for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy as well with everything once it arrives. Now I'm just going to print this off as well, and then we'll do that updated order list. And like I said, I'll do a verbal one. as we go. Shannon, no, you're very, very welcome. Possibly a pineapple shape. Yeah, it's like a rectangle with rounded corners. It's got that kind of, but I can see where you're coming from with that. Right, okay, so let me type this as we go. Where's the order list? So we're going to have Rebecca Mitchell. You're up next. Bear with me a moment though, my lovely, if that's okay. We then have Charlotte Fawkes. And then Bronnie Van Leer. We then have Amanda Gray. Oh. And Wendy Walker. Bear with me, I just need to print something off with this one. We then have Donna Marie Bradshaw. But again, like I said, let me just print part B off with this one. So we're going to have Donna Marie Bradshaw, part A. And then we're going to have Lee Holbert. Again, I'll read this through in a moment without stopping and starting. Janet Perling. And Rachel Burns. Okay, so that's 8 of you there. So I know that sounded quite long, but 8 of you. The order list isn't that long, so don't worry. So if I read this out again for you: Rachel M, Charlotte F, Bronnie L, Amanda G, Wendy W, Donna Marie B, Lee H, Janet P, and Rachel B. Now I'm going to update the order list on the page. So I've just left a couple of spaces and then I've posted that there, and I'll also post it in the comments for you guys to see there as well. Okay, sorry I wasn't on the comments there at all, but there you go. So that is the updated order list. So up first we have Rebecca Mitchell. Rebecca, are you here? Oh, Rebecca, bless you. And that's perfect. Thank you for doing the email address there. Mystery and Donate. I'm just going to write down, though, I think you said it was your daughter. I'm just going to write down her name just so it's a little reminder that I'm definitely looking for that name, because my memory is terrible sometimes. Sorry, hiccup. They're always random hiccups. Okay, so Mystery Oyster, Donate your shells. You do have 2 openings altogether. Now, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So, number 1 and number 2. Let me get these open. 1 and 2. And let's go down. So, Mystery Oyster number 1, my lovely. We have a light pop there. Ooh, and in your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see a few peepers in there, hoping for sea greens. Eek! And it's your first order as well. So 2 peepers have popped out there, and you have a third. Rebecca, you have triples from your first oyster. Now, very similar colours to what we had out a moment ago, actually. You've got that lilac purple, a blush pink, and you've got a darker pearl. I'll double check. That's a dark silver, I believe. Let me have a look. It is. He's a dark silver. So let me hold him up so you can see. Lilac purple, blush pink and dark silver to start with there. It's quite bright today. I don't know. Let me see if I can... There we go. That's better. And then moving on to Mystery Oyster number 2. Yeah, Wendy, that's not a problem. You've had a lighter double pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see a peeper again, and it looks like you've got another blush pink there. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Rebecca, you said you was hoping for sea greens. So if you would like to swap a couple of these for some sea greens, we can definitely do that for you. Or of course, if you're happy with these colours as they are, that's fine as well. Now I'm going to need to know what 2 pearls you'd like on your jewellery. You've got a lilac purple, blush pink and dark silver, and then you've got a single blush pink as well. If I pop them all on the board for you, the lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The blush pink is, a runaway, so sorry. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The darker silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And that single blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Okay, so what do you think, my lovely? What would you like to do? Trisha, hello. Love those. Now, are you happy with the colours to go on the jewellery, or would you prefer to swap? And again, I do think my comments are coming through slightly strange. So if you comment on your own comment, and if anyone else sees the name, please comment on the comment, because again, it does bring it forward. Oh, thank you, Sandra. So swap the dark and the pink that was on its own for sea greens. So this one and this one. For sea green, not a problem. And then I'm assuming, just confirm for me, that it's sea greens on the jewellery. Now, let me just see if I can grab two, the same, those two there. Have a look at these for me and just let me know if that's the correct shade you're looking for. So they're the same size there, and like I said, just confirm, is it the greens that you'd like on the jewellery? I take the other two away, and I'm just going to bring you back up. Keep the others loose and sea green on the jewellery. Perfect. That's not a problem. You're very, very welcome. I'm not sure why you can't comment. If you would like me to have a look my end to see if it's anything my end, email me across with your Facebook name and just sort of say you can't comment, and I'll have a look my end to see if I can change it. Obviously I might not be able to, but yeah, just if you'd like me to do that, I can do so. But sea greens on there. Thank you for the donations with your shells then. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything, Rebecca, once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Both pinks were to swap. No, I think it was the dark one and then the single pink, and then you're keeping the pink. No, you're very, very welcome, Rebecca. Very, very welcome. Up next is Charlotte Fulks. Charlotte, are you here? Oh, Charlotte, hello. Just managed to grab the tiniest sip there, my lovely. Okay, so you have a sparkle dip. Now you don't have the oyster opening with that, so you're going to have the pendant as it is. Exciting. No, Bronnie, it's absolutely fine. I miss things, so I do appreciate everyone sort of jumping in. So thank you. Okay, so Charlotte, I'm going to again give them a little mix. You can hear that there's loads in there, and then I'm going to dive in. Oh, I'm just going to grab a couple, and then you can see I just sort of wiggle. Oh, I've missed the bag. I've still got one. So this is your one. However, I'm just going to pop these ones back in. Okay, so let me pop this on the display card for you. Now we saw this shape earlier on, however this is a different colour. So let's go down. You have the raindrop pendant, and again it's got the reverse raindrop sort of leaf bail here. So you've got the drop this way, then the drop goes this way with that bail. Now the colour you've got here is the purple and green, so depending on where the light hits it, depends on if you see the purple or the green coming through there. Now Charlotte, you can stick with this one if you're happy with this one, or you can risk it and twist it. Oh wow, Charlotte, straight away stick. You're happy with that one. Perfect. So I'll just give it a little twinkle twinkle. Let me bring you back up there. I'm glad you're happy with him. That was very decisive. I like that. And let me pop this on here for you. And then in here as well. Okay, so Charlotte then, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's on there. And then that's safe up there for you. No, Charlotte, you're very, very welcome. Very welcome. Up next is Bronnie. Bronnie, I've seen you. So Bronnie Van Leer, are you here? Sorry, just drinking that tea. I think he's given me normal tea on that one. Bronnie, you have a sparkle dip and an oyster opening. So do your sparkle dip first, and then we can decide the decisions as we go. I hope that makes sense. So again, I'm just going to give yours a good mix there. And then diving in, and I'll pull a few out. And we've gone for this one. Okay, so you have a heart pendant. Keep putting the card in a different place each time. Now, this is a Swarovski crystal heart. This is the heart that we have on the website, but this size is a larger size. Now, this is not yellow. This is the jet black, so completely black Swarovski crystal heart. What do you think to this one, Bronnie? Now you can stick with this one if you're happy, or you can twist with this one if you would like to. Twist with the heart. Okay, so again, this one stays out for a moment and it will go back in again in a moment after we've picked your twist out. So let me bring you back up again. So we're going to give them a mix. Good luck, my lovely. And then diving in, I'm going, there we go. It's because with the, I need to lift the bag up to be able to grab a few I've found. I don't know why. I've got a couple in my hands. I'm just waiting to see which one's going to drop first. There we go. Okay, so you have a rectangle pendant. And let me pop this on here. Now I think we saw this style and actually this colour the other day, so this may have been one of the duplicates. Like I say, I've taken them all out of the bag now, so there's only one of sort of each in there. But Bronnie, I hope you're happy with this one. Now this is the rectangle pendant. Again, we've got the rectangle charm on the website. This is larger and it's in that peridot green colour. Again, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Now your pearl on this one, it sits at the top and would be able to move around. Now you don't have to have the pearl on here, but you do have that oyster opening, which we'll do in just a moment. I do, however, hope you're happy with that pendant there, my lovely. Now you have an oyster opening alongside him, so what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? You love it. Oh, I'm glad you're happy with him. But you have the oyster opening. Oh, excuse me. Mystery and donate. Now, are you thinking, is there a certain colour you're hoping for? And are you thinking pearl on or off of the jewellery? I don't actually think, I'm going to say this and then it will happen, but so far, I think everyone who's had the sparkle dip and an oyster opening, everyone's had pearl on. I don't think we've had a pearl off yet. From memory, I don't think so. Let's go down. So, Bronnie, your mystery oyster. Can it be? Yep, Lorraine, what I'll do is when we get to the end of this order list, I'll do another updated order list, my lovely. So it's not a problem. You can be added on for today. Okay, so in, here. Oh, and you have a runaway. Did you see that there? An autumn peach runaway. Now, there's no more in that one. And I can actually see you have a few more on this side of the oyster. Bronnie, you have 1, 2, and 3. You have triples. You have got 3 pearls in the one oyster there. Now, let me just dry these up for you. You have a two-tonal sunshine yellow. You have, let me show you the two-tonal sunshine yellow. You have a autumn peach, which was the runaway, and you have a coral. Now, if I show you all of these in the sand, and then I'll hold them up one by that pendant in case you decide to have pearl on the jewellery. There's been lots of triples tonight, actually, hasn't there? So if I pop them on the board, no, on the next to the pendant, your two-tonal yellow. You've then got a autumn peach. Autumn peach looks like he's slightly two-tonal there. And then you've got your coral as well. Now again, if you would like to swap these colours, we can do that for you. If I pop them on the board, the two-tonal yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Two-tonal autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. What do you think? What would you like to do? Swap the peach and the coral for lavender and light olive green, please. And yellow on the jewellery. There's going to be a weight on those colour swaps, Bronnie. Can you just confirm if you're happy for the weight there? But yellow on the jewellery is absolutely fine. But let me write this down. So swap. Swap peach and coral for lavender and light olive green. Fine to weight. Perfect. Well, I've got that down for you, and that's not a problem at all. I can get the jewellery made up while we wait for the swaps there. Okay, so let me pop these in here for you. Perfect. Oh, and that as well. So thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. That's safe on there. And then that's up there for you as well. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Yellow is the perfect colour. I would have picked yellow for that pendant as well out of those three. Yellow, I mean, yeah, I would have picked the yellow. Okay, up next then this evening is Amanda Gray. Amanda, are you here? It will be added onto the order list for today, so you can see the order list on the page of whereabouts we are, and then I can do an updated order list when we get to the end of that one. Jump ring. On which colour would you like the jump ring, Bronnie? Amanda, hello my lovely. Bear with me one moment. Sorry, I think I missed Bronnie's comment before. So you'd like a jump ring. On which colour was the jump ring? Oh, on both. Okay, not a problem. Okay, I've got that down for you. Sorry, I didn't see the comment before. So that invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you. And again, it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay. And that's, again, safe up there for you, Bronnie. And Amanda, hello. Amanda, we'll do your sparkle dip first. You've got yours with an oyster opening as well. And then you've got additional oyster opening after that. So we'll do that afterwards if that's okay. So Amanda, with your sparkle dip, let's dive in. Again, I'm just going to give them a quick little mix. And if I grab a few, oh, I've got quite a few there. We're going to go for that one. And you have, oh, now do you know that heart I showed earlier? At the very start, I don't know if everyone was here at the very start. Now it's a different shape heart pendant. Now this one is in clear crystal, but I just love the shape of the heart here. Now obviously I'm biased, of course I am, because everyone has their own preference, Amanda, so don't feel pressured to say and stick. It's your choice. But this is the heart pendant and it's in clear crystal. Now, as you can see, this is a different shape heart to what we normally have on the website. It's got sort of larger, it's hard to describe, larger sections at the top here, and quite a wider heart as well. So this is smaller than the one I showed earlier. And if you was to have the pearl on this one, again, it would sit at the top and be able to move around at the top there. Now, Amanda, you can either stick with this one if you're happy to. I'll pop my glove so you can sort of see how that sits like that. Or you can risk it and twist it, my lovely. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. Stick with that one, Amanda. Perfect. Oh, took it off the card again. That one is yours. So like I say, you have an oyster opening alongside him. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? So that has an oyster opening alongside him. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Expand the rainbow and mystery, and can you keep the shells? Of course you can. I am going to have to be a little bit, which one is with the sparkle dip, Amanda? Just because we'll sort of move them apart from each other with the openings, if that's okay. So we'll do the sparkle dip oyster first, and then we'll do the second oyster for your other item afterwards. So we'll do them sort of that way, if that's okay. So which one's which? Which one would you like with the sparkle dip now? And then which one's with the other item? So I'll get them. No, actually, I'll wait. Because I give so many different, because there's so many different options, isn't there? I just don't want to sort of compile it all in. If we push it apart, then we don't get them mixed up. I don't get them mixed up. Expand the rainbow. Perfect. So your expand the rainbow oyster, let me get him open. Now, is there a certain colour you're hoping on here? And again, are you looking for on or off of the jewellery with your pearl? So expand the rainbow oyster, and we're keeping the shells. There's, oh, the shell's broken slightly there. Now I will still keep it, but it did break slightly. Sometimes if they've already got a slight crack in them, as they open up, they do crack more. I'll do my best to keep the rest of it intact for you. Now, in your expand the rainbow oyster, you are twinning, and you're twinning with yellow twins there. Now they are lemon yellow twins. So again, I'm just going to take the flesh off here for you, and then we'll hold those pearls up so you can have a closer look. Okay, so yellow twins. No, it does look like you've got, if I just do, it's quite hard to show you actually. I'm going to pop them on the board. It does look like you've got one which is slightly brighter and one which is slightly lighter with the lemon yellows there. Well, that makes them look really pale. Can't get a happy medium. See, look, it's just... Right, if I pop them on the board, the slightly brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The slightly lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. You're very welcome, Amanda. Now, would you like pearl on or off of the jewellery? And if it's on, or even if it's not on, are you happy with these yellows, or would you like to swap the colour? So yeah, this is your heart, pearl on or off of the jewellery, if you're happy with that colour, of course. Sorry, I was just drinking my tea then. Ever so sorry. I just realised, hang on a minute, I was quite quiet for a while. Oh, it's getting to that time of night where I have to decide whether I want to keep on having a sip to drink or like be up all night. But my issue is, because I talk so much, I have to wet my whistle. Can you please have lobster fitting on the other? So on and lobster fitting on the other. Love that. Let me bring you up, and I'm just going to write that down, and then we'll do your mystery oyster opening as well for your other item. My memory at this time of night though is not the best, so if I write it down as we go, can't go wrong. So we're going to have yellow on here. See, I've already forgot. Lobster fitting, invoice for lobster on other yellow. Perfect. So then you have a mystery oyster as well. Now with that one, we're keeping the shells. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for with this one? Okay, so let's go down your mystery oyster. You have a lighter pop there, and there's your mother of pearl. Again, I'll clean that up for you in just a moment. Now I can see peepers, you are twinning for a second time. 1 and 2, and you're twinning with beautiful darker purple twins there. Okay, so Amanda, there's no more in that one. Now again, I'm just going to clean the shells up for you, and then I'll have a closer look at these pearls, and you can let me know if you're happy with these. And again, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Now you've got a little bit of a pearl blister in here. Oh, bless you. Well, thank you for joining us, Michaela. We've had lots and lots and lots of pretty sparkles today, if I do say so myself. Okay, so twinning dark purple twins. Amanda, what do you think to these? Now again, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So they do look like they're slightly different in shade there. You've got one more of a darker Cadbury purple on this side, and this one here is more of a slightly chocolatey purple. I'd definitely say base purple, but it does have that sort of chocolatey hint to him. So the chocolatey purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, and the Cadbury purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Swap one for a blue. Would you like to swap the Cadbury purple or the chocolatey purple? I've grabbed you an icy blue. Please, let me try that again. I've grabbed you an icy blue. Please let me know if you prefer a darker blue. keep the Cadbury. Okay, if I take the other one away there. And also you've said the other one on a lobster fitting. Let me bring you back up. Which one would you like where? So which one would you like on the lobster fitting? Which one would you like on the jewellery? Just so I don't get the colour wrong. Just wrapping up your shells for you. Perfect, thank you very much. You're very, very welcome. And Kai, hello, I'm glad you're happy. But no, yeah, which other one on the lobster? Or which other one on the jewellery even? Helen, thank you for joining us. Blue on the jewellery, perfect. And then purple. Okay, so your invoice will get sent through tomorrow, Amanda. Again, it will go to the email address that's on the order form, my lovely. So I've wrapped up your shells for you. That's safe up there. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Sorry, that's how I'm itching. I just thought that must look very strange. No, that's just how I'm itching, so I don't get oyster juice everywhere. Up next this evening is Wendy Walker. Wendy, are you here? No, Amanda, you're very, very welcome. And Wendy, hello. Shall we switch it up, Wendy? Shall we do your 2 oyster openings first, and then we'll do your sparkle dip and opening afterwards, if that's okay? If so, what 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? That will be fine with you. Perfect. Mystery and donate. Now, with these oysters, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let me get them open for you. There's 1 and 2. And let's go down. So, mystery oyster number 1. We have a light pop there. You're hoping for icy blues. Okay, oh, I might have to do that again actually. You have a light pop there. There we go. Okay, so oyster number 1, there is your mother of pearl. Now I can see in here we've got a slight peeper there, and he is a blush pink. So there's no more in that one. Your first oyster, you have a blush pink, my lovely. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. You have a lighter double pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Frozen. Oh no. Can you still hear me? Oh, fine. Okay, so it's fine for... Okay, so that was just a piece of the shell that came off there. So in your second oyster, Wendy, you can have 1, 2, and 3. You have triples. Let me pop those out for you. 1, 2, and 3. And there's no more in that one. Oh no, Wendy, can you see? I'm going to pop these in the sand for you, but hopefully, Wendy, it didn't freeze too badly. Okay, back now. Bless you, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Possibly a little blip for everyone because it didn't freeze for everyone at the same time. How very odd. Okay, so from your second oyster, you have, let me show you them one by one. You've got a autumn peach, a two-tonal sunshine and lemon yellow, and then you have a two-tonal apple green as well, so brighter and lighter as you go around there. Now, I know you are hoping for those icy blues, so if you would like to swap for some icy blues, do let me know. And if it's the lighter icy blues or the brighter icy blues. And of course, if you're happy with these, I'll just need to know which 2 you'd like on your jewellery. So the blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Two-tonal sunshine and lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Swap the peach and the apple green for brighter icy blues. Perfect. And just confirm for me, is it the bright icy blues that you'd like on the jewellery? Are they the same shade? I think they're just off those 2. Okay, and the blues on the jewellery. Perfect. Can you just have a look at these 2 here and just confirm for me if they're okay? No, it's quite bright. Let me just see if I can... There we go. Those are gorgeous. Perfect. If I just write that down for you to have the blues on the jewellery. Right, you also have a sparkle dip then and an oyster opening alongside your sparkle dip. So icy blue on there. Okay, so Wendy, for your sparkle dip, my lovely, good luck. We're going to give them a mix again. And that... Has the camera moved? Okay, so I'm going to give them a mix. I'm not looking, and then we're going to dive in. Okay, so we've seen this shape today. We haven't seen this colour yet today on any of our pendants. Now this is called, so this is that rounded rectangle sort of shape. Let's go down. Ooh. Now this is in the golden shadow colour. Look at that. So again, this is the rectangle with the rounded corners, and the colour is like a golden shadow. And you can see just gets slightly lighter and darker as it catches the light there. Now, Wendy, you get to stick with this one if you're happy, or you can risk it and twist it. It's completely up to you what you would like to do. Twist with that one. Okay, so let me just pop him in here. Now again, that one stays out for a moment and then it will go back in after we've done your twist. So if I bring you back up and bring this across, so again I'm just going to give them a little mix, and then if I dive in, I've got quite a few there I can feel. Oh, we're going to go for this one. I've looked, so I'm going to put them both back in. There was two there. So, sorry. Okay. That's definitely one. Okay, so we've seen this, I just bit my tongue. We've seen this colour today and we've seen this design. We haven't seen them together. So you've got one of our Swarovski crystal heart pendants. Now this is the heart that's on the website, but this is a larger size. And then you have it in that peridot green colour. Now this has got one of more of the simple bails on it, and then that makes it slightly more elegant. Now you can see the green gets brighter and lighter as you go across the crystal there. Wendy, I hope you're happy with this one. Now you do have an oyster opening with this one as well. So would you like to, what type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate those shells? What do you think? Oh, I'm just printing that off there. So again, I will do an updated order list. So if you have ordered, you definitely can have your opening tonight. Because I get to do the updated order list, and just as I'm coming to the end of this order list here, okay. So mystery and donate, Wendy, perfect. So you've got one opening with your sparkle dip. Let's get him open. Now, are you thinking pearl on or off of that jewellery? So if I bring you back down to open up the oyster, your mystery oyster. Oh, quite a nice deep but sharp pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. Now straight away I can see a watermelon peeping out of the oyster there. Now I'm going to have a squidge as well just to see if there's any more in here. I don't believe there is. You have a watermelon, my lovely. Oh, she says while hitting the camera. Ever so sorry. Now let me dry this watermelon up and I'll hold him up so you can see. Now again, we can swap this for you if you would like to, or of course if you're happy with this colour, that's absolutely fine as well. Now I am just going to hold him up against that jewellery for you, Wendy, so you can then have a closer look. Now I personally already, before even seeing it, I'm going to love these two together. Yep. but of course it is completely your decision. These little black bits on here is just the sand that it's just picked up. Obviously they won't be on the pearl. What do you think to this one? Would you like the pearl on or off of the jewellery? And are you happy with the colour, or would you prefer to swap it? What do you think? You can of course have that one on the jewellery, not a problem. Okay, so Wendy then, I've got that all in there. I'm just going to write that down though, just to confirm. So icy blues on the earrings, and then we're going to have watermelon on there. Wendy, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll also be happy with everything once it arrives. No, you're very, very welcome, Wendy, and that's safe up there for you. Excuse me. Up next is Donna Marie Bradshaw. Donna Marie, are you here? Now Donna was here earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Donna Marie Bradshaw, are you here? Oh, we've got an itch. Do you know when, stop. Do you know when you've got an itch and you start itching it and then it sort of feels really good, so you just itch elsewhere, like around that area? Does that make sense? Hopefully you know what I mean. Anyway, that I could tell that was going to be the start of that, so I had to tell myself, put it down. So Donna Marie, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. Bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Donna Marie Bradshaw's comment, please comment on that comment, because again it will bring it forward so I can see. It's like the itch. It is, Amelia, but then it feels really good to itch it and follow it. It's just really weird. Yeah, I could tell it was going to be one of those then. Right, I haven't seen Donna Marie, so we're going to move on. However, if she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. So up next is Lee Hulbert. Lee, are you here? Lee, hello. So Lee, you have a sparkle dip and a oyster opening. So let's grab the sparkle. Again, I keep worrying that I'm going to pop it on the sand as I plonk it down. Right, so again, I'm just going to give them a good mix for you, Lee. Good luck, my lovely. So I'm going to dive in, and I've got a good pinch there, shall we say. And that's one. You have a spike pendant. Now we saw one this size earlier, so this is the larger spike. We haven't seen this colour come out today as of yet. So now this one is actually called Blue Shade and it's actually like this light, almost like silvery denim blue colour. Definitely blue, but it's that sort of light, hopefully you can see this, light blue shade, and it's like I said, that large crystal spike there. Now Lee, again, you get to stick with this one if you're happy, or if you prefer to twist it and risk it, we can do that for you as well. Now you do have your oyster opening, so if you would like a pearl on this one, again, it sits at the top and can move around there. Lee, stick with that one, it's perfect. Perfect. That one, oh, I did it again. That one is yours. I need to remember to leave it on because we want to see the pearl next to it. Right, Lee, then you have a oyster opening alongside that one. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Mystery and keep your shells. Now, is there a certain colour you're hoping for? And again, are you thinking pearl on or pearl off? So let me get this open for you. And let's go down. So your mystery oyster, Lee. Oh, we have a lighter pop there, my lovely. Oh, and you've got a runaway. Did you see that? It was a watermelon runaway. And 2 and 3. Now, there's no pearls on that side. Oh, they're all sort of rolled off there. And you are quadding. Pearl on the jewellery. And you're quadding. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Now, let me just take the flesh off of here for you. And then if we have a closer look at those colours. Okay, so we have got, so I'm just going to pop them all in the sand, then I can move this out the way. We've got a lighter autumn peach. We've got a lighter apple green. We've got a watermelon, quite a nice deep watermelon there. And then we have a icy blue with a watermelon spot. So icy blue with a watermelon spot. Now, if you're happy with one of these to go on the jewellery, perfect. But if you prefer to swap them, that's absolutely fine as well. Now, if I show you them each next to the pendant, and that way you can sort of see. So here is your blue shades pendant. This is the autumn peach alongside that one, and then the apple green, the watermelon, and then the icy blue with the spot. Okay, so what do you think? Are any of these the one, or would you prefer to swap one or more than one? Oh, I haven't measured them, have I? So if I pop them on the board for you, the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, and the Autumn Peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5 as well. Oh, everyone's loving the watermelon. Samantha, hello, bless you. Thank you for the stars there, my lovely. Swap the apple one, but you'd like to say a dark blue. Ooh, so having a dark blue on the jewellery. Now let me have a look. You know what? I'd say one of these. Now this is one of our newest shades. This is dark TARDIS blue. So I know, like Aaron would say, because Aaron, when he saw me sort of name this colour, he was like, but you only have one TARDIS blue. But you'll see what I mean. It's a TARDIS blue, but it's darker. And of course, if this is too dark, do let me know. But I quite like that. Or is that too dark a blue? I don't know why. I think the card's making it have a shadow on it. So that's the blue there. Oh! I've just moved my camera out the way now. You like that? Happy with that combination? Perfect. I've just moved the camera, like I said. Let me go. Pop these in here. Perfect. I'm glad you're happy with that. So let me write that down and wrap up your shells as well. Oh, itchy nose. Oh, I bet that's a funny face. So we're going to have the dark TARDIS blue on there, and then let me wrap up your shells as well. Lee, my lovely, I do hope you'll be happy with everything then once it arrives. And pop your name on here. Perfect. And that's safe up there for you. So like I said, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay. No, Lee, you're very, very welcome. Up next is Janet Perling. Janet, are you here? Lorraine, yes, stickers are definitely sent for the loyalty, as in the loyalty stickers. Yep, that still goes, that still happens. Do double check they are in the, obviously they're in with the jewellery, so whatever the jewellery is in, if it's in wrapped up, it will be in the purple bags. If it's in the gift box, it will be in within the gift box. So yeah, just double, I mean sometimes obviously they may escape into the box, so keep an eye out, but no, they are still being sent. And Jan, hello, hoping for anything coloured, Preferably a spike. Okay, so you're going for your sparkle dip, no opening, so pendant as it is. Jan, good luck. So I'm going to just give them a mix again, and then let's dive in. So I've got quite a big spike, not a spike, I mean it could be a spike, it's because you said spike, I meant quite a big pinch. And it's not a spike, however I think this is one that came out earlier. None in there? What do you mean? There are spikes in, there's definitely one spike because we saw it earlier, the holographic spike, that hasn't been chosen. So it's definitely that one. There's more, there's most likely the other colours as well. Right, let's go down. So this is the Golden Shadow rounded cornered rectangle. So rounded rectangle, or somebody said earlier the curved rectangle. I might start calling that, it's quite a nice name. Curved rectangle. And then it's in the Golden Shadow. Janet, what do you think to this one? Would you like to stick with this one, or would you like to risk it and twist it? Twist with that one. Okay, so again, this one is going to stay out, and then it will go back in once we've done your twist. So let me bring you back up here, and good luck then. I'm going to give them a mix, and then we're going to dive in. Oh, quite a few dropped then. I think I've got two. I think that's one. That is one. Okay, so this is the warrior heart. We haven't had a warrior heart as of yet today. So this is, again, this is the Swarovski crystal heart that we have on the website, but in a larger size. We need to name that heart. Normal, just normal, like sort of symmetrical heart. But this has got the warrior bale. Now this is in a beautiful pink colour crystal. Now the warrior bale is almost like this warrior hat, if you like, which has got cut out hearts on as well. And like I say, that heart has got the pink, almost like a blush pink crystal there. Jan, I hope you're happy with this one. So it's not a spike, but it is lovely. Let me pop him in here for you. And on here as well. The warrior hearts, Sue, I know, they are. They're just unusually lovely in my opinion. I do like them, the warrior hearts. Jan, my lovely, I hope then you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you as well. Okay, I haven't seen Jan comments, but hopefully you're happy with that, my lovely. And if you have commented and it hasn't come through, I do apologise. Right, up next is Rachel Burns. And then after Rachel's opening, I'll do the updated order list. So I think there's 4 of you, I think. So I'll do an updated order list in just a moment. Okay. So Rachel Burns, are you here? Oh, Thank you, Lindsay, for commenting on Jan's comment then. Love, love, love it. Oh, perfect. And you got the blue warrior heart on Sunday, so very happy. Oh, I love that, Jan. I'm sorry your comment didn't come through to me. But yeah, pink and blue hearts. I love that. Oh, Rachel, you've got 2 orders you place them separate. Can you have them done together? You can. I may have already printed it off then. Oh, Rachel Burns, same name, same address. Perfect. Yes, of course we can do them together, my lovely. So, Suzanne, the oyster opening is an optional extra, yes. So you can have the pendant as it is on its own, or you can add the oyster opening as well. And then with the oyster opening, you still then don't have to have the pearl on the jewellery, and it's your choice whether to have it on or off, and you can still swap the pearl. So lots and lots of decisions. Now, Rachel, I've got these both together. So you have 3 openings altogether. What 3 oysters, Rachel, would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and keep. Okay, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So number 1, number 2, and number 3. Let me get these open. There's 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm coming back. I'm sorry, I didn't realise that's what you meant. Are you sure you're happy with the mystery? I'm ever so sorry. I sort of opened them before I saw the saw you comment. It's, oh, bless you. Thank you for understanding that. Bless you. Oh, I am sorry. It's meant to be. Oh, bless you. That, well, I mean, that's a brilliant way to look at it. So you're hoping for a green. You've got 3 mystery oysters now. Again, sorry, last time, sorry. And you'd like to keep your shells. So oyster number 1. Quite a nice sharp pop there. And we're going to clean these up as we go, okay? So let's have a squidge in here. Oh, your first pearl is a darker pearl there. There's no more in that one. So like I say, we're just going to clean these up as we go. So your first pearl looks like he's got this dark purpley blue to him. He's a deep dark, can you see that? Purpley blue. I think he's a base purple with slight blue overtones in areas. He's lovely. Moving on to oyster number 2. And you've got quite a nice sharp pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. And in here I can see straight away you have a coral. Oh, and he's run down. So he looks like he's a brighter coral. Always get the dark blue. Oh, oh, Rachel, bless you. Well, the option to swap is there. So you can, bless you, you can let me know at the end what you would like to do with him. But you've got a bright coral for your second colour. Let me again just clean the shells as we go. Okay, so if I hold him up so you can have a closer look. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. Oh, quite a nice sharp pop there. You have another darker pearl there. Let me pop him out, and then let me just have a squidge as well. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So you've got 3 single pearls there, Rachel. Now let me just clean the flesh off here, and then again we'll have a closer look just to see what colour that one is. Quite a large, darker gunmetal grey. So let me hold him up so you can see. So he's quite a larger, darker gunmetal grey there. Now, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where. And of course, if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. You've got that dark purpley blue, coral and darker gunmetal grey. The purpley blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, what do you think to those? Two greens on the earrings, of course you can. Now, what shade of green are you looking for? We've got the bright apple green, like a pastel apple green, and then we've got a sea green or a dark olive green. So a few different shades there to pick from. If you don't know what sort of shades they are, I can show you some in just a moment. Just let me know what shade you'd like to see if that's the case. I'm just wrapping up your shells for you though. Sea greens, okay. Can you just confirm if you're happy with those ones there? If those ones are okay. Just popping them in here for you. And then let me write down that we're going to have sea green on there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, Rachel, I'm glad you're happy with those. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Now I'll do the updated order list. I believe there's 3 of you on the order list now. So it's not, again, it's not too long a wait. So I am just going to type it down as we go again, although I think verbally will be okay. So up next is Wendy Pierce. You then have Lorraine Jolens and Elise, I hope I pronounced that correctly, Elise Cockling. Okay, so let me come back to the comments. So Wendy Pierce, are you here? Wendy, hello. You have a sparkle dip and a oyster opening, Wendy. So Good luck, my lovely. I'm going to give them a mix, and then I'm going to dive in and pull some out. I can't tell if that's one. Actually, I think that is that. Yeah, that was two. I think that's one. I've managed to hold on to it. Now you have the snowflake pendant, Wendy. Now we saw this shade in a different pendant, and of course this is a larger snowflake, and that's in the blue shade. I think it was the spike pendant that we saw this shade in. Let me pop him on here for you, and let's go down. So this is the blue shade snowflake pendant. Would you like to stick with this one, or would you like to risk it and twist it? Twist with that one, Wendy. Okay, so again, that one's going to stay out until we've got your twist, and then it will go back in. So if I bring you back up again for your twist, good luck. Just giving them a mix here, and then let's dive in and grab quite a lot by the feel of it. I think that's one. It is. Oh, now I think this one came out earlier. I hope you're happy with this one. Again, it's one of our different shape heart pendants. It did come out earlier. I think somebody twisted on it actually, so I hope you're happy with him. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look. So this is the offset heart. So you can see the one side is larger than the other there, and it's got that deep orange with pink. Now, depending on where the light catches it, you can see the pink flash through as well. It's quite a nice larger sized heart, this one. Wendy, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Now you do have an oyster opening alongside him, so let me bring you back up. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Cindy. I'll just quickly say again, in case those of you missed it, who are here now, if you would like to catch our lives, you might have been bombarded earlier. I made loads of events. The events are lives, what sort of the planned lives that are going to be happening for the next 2 months. So if you would like to receive notifications, like a definite notification, just go onto the Pearls of Brecon page, go to events, and just click going to the events. And then that way, on that day, at that time, you'll get a notification to say we're going to be going live. And then, of course, you can choose to whether to come on and watch or not. But then that way, you'll definitely get a notification. Mystery and donate, Wendy. Now, is there a certain colour you're hoping for? And are you thinking that you'd like to have the pearl on or off of the jewellery? So let's go down, my lovely. Your mystery oyster. You have a lighter pop there. And straight away in here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, bless you, Cindy. Sorry, I understand. And in here, Wendy, you are quadding. You have got 1, 2, 3, and 4 pearls in the one oyster there. There's no more in that one. You are quadding, my lovely. Now, let me dry these up for you. You have a watermelon pearl, which is kind of perfect in my opinion with that pinky orange pendant. You also have a darker gunmetal grey. You then have a pastel yellow and a lighter apple green. Now, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. But of course, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So if I hold them up next to the pendant so you can have a closer look, the watermelon, the gunmetal grey, lemon yellow, and the apple green. And if I pop them all on the board for you as well, your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. What do you think, Wendy? Now, like I say, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. You just need to let me know which one you'd like on or off of the jewellery. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. For a light purple, let me bring you back up. Now there is going to be a slight weight on a light purple swap, Wendy. So if that's okay with you, I'm happy to pop you down for a swap. But I do just need to make you aware that there would be that weight there. Would that be okay? Okay, so if I just write this down. We're gonna have, what did we say, watermelon on there, and you'd like to swap the gunmetal for light purple. Oh, are Australia homeschooling at the moment? You get to watch the Olympics. I know that's totally not going together. It's because we watched the opening ceremony here earlier, and my two were very so then they made torches, like the Olympic torch. So then when when they went and lit the cauldron, I think they kept calling it, my two were standing there at the TV with the torches, and they were like, "Can we go play now?" It's like, you could have played this whole time. You didn't need to watch it. Bless them. But yeah, I told them that we're going to be watching the Olympics will be on over the next couple of weeks, over kids' TV. So if they want to go watch something elsewhere or go play, but that will be on the main on the telly in the living room Yeah, they didn't seem too impressed, but I love watching the Olympics. Love it. The weight is fine. Can you please invoice for light purple and yellow with lobster fittings? I can indeed. Okay, so to confirm, watermelon on the jewellery, swapping the gunmetal for a light purple, and to be invoiced for the light purple and yellow on a lobster fitting. That lobster fitting will get sent through tomorrow for you, Wendy, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, okay? And thank you very much for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Up next is Lorraine Jolins. Lorraine, are you here? Oh, really, Cindy? Oh, that must be really cool. Wendy, you're very welcome. My favourite is the, so I'm going to say it's my favourite and I don't even know what it's called. It's the inside biking where they just go round, like on the slope. That, the rowing and the swimming are my favourites to watch. Lorraine, that's perfect. Hello, Lorraine, we're lovely. So Lorraine, you have a sparkle dip. No opening with this one, so this is the pendant as it is. Good luck, my lovely. So we're just going to give them a mix for you. And let's dive in. And I feel like I've got a few here. Come on, go, go, go. Okay, so we have this one. Now a similar one to this one came out earlier actually, but it is different. So if you remember, we had that raindrop with the black crackle. Now this is the raindrop, but it's got a golden crackle. So this is the front of the pendant, and as you can see, it's a raindrop here with the reverse bail at the top. Now if I just turn you around, is it the gold? Oh no, sorry, it's not the gold crackle, it's the silver crackle. We saw the black crackle earlier, so that's the back of the silver crackle, and this way round you can see it through the pendant there. Now, if you're happy with this one, you can stick. And of course, if you'd like to risk it, you can twist it, Lorraine. So silver crackle raindrop. What do you think to this one? Stick with that one. Perfect. Lorraine, I'm glad you're happy with him. Let me bring you back up again. Perfect. Okay, so let me pop him on here. Lorraine, my lovely, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. It looks like black crackle. No, it is the silver. So the difference, so with the crackles, we've got the black crackle, silver, gold, and then that light holographic one. And that is definitely the silver, because the black one is black, and the silver one, I know on the camera it may have looked dark, but it's like a mid silver colour, so it's not black, if that makes sense. Definitely no stickers. Bless you. Well, they should have been in there. Going forward, obviously, I know you probably do anyway, but just to say, going forward, do open everything up carefully, because the stickers should be included. Obviously, they're only included in jewellery. If it's a pearl on its own, you don't get the sticker. The sticker is for each item of jewellery. Lorraine, you're very, very welcome. Up next is Elise Cocking. Elise, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And hang on. Yeah, that is an E on the end. So yeah, Elise, I hope that's correct. Are you here? Oh, it's pronounced Alice. I'm ever so sorry. And you're here. And thank you for the email address as well. I'm sorry, but Alice, hello, my lovely. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 openings altogether. What 4 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Just looked at the time, it's almost midnight. No worries. Oh, I bet it does. I'm ever so sorry. 3 mystery, 1 expand, donate 3, keep 1. Okay. 1, 2, sorry, and 3. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? If it's okay with you, we'll keep one of the mystery shells. I just think personally that they are more pretty to look at. They've got a nicer shape, they're less brittle. So yeah, if it's okay with you, we'll keep one of the mystery shells. Okay, so let's go down. So your mystery oyster, you have a lighter pop there. If you'd like to add an oyster, Lorraine, if you order an oyster on the website and then click add on so you don't pay the postage, then you could do it that way if you would like to. So let's keep the first shell for you, Alice. You're looking for purples and yellows for the bracelet, and that's fine. Okay, perfect. So your first oyster, you can see there's no pearls on that side. I can, however, see a slight peeper there, and you have a bright pink pearl popped out of your first oyster, and there's no more in that one. So let me just take the flesh off here for you. I just like to describe it. The pop doesn't actually the different pops don't mean anything. I just like to describe it because I like to hear them. Okay, so you have a brighter pink here. And then moving on to mystery oyster number 2. You have a softer pop there. And in here, again, there's your mother of pearl, and we can see a peeper down the bottom here. We have a lighter icy blue. So if I pop that out and have a squidge in here again, there's no more in that one. So you have a lighter icy blue. Let me hold him up so you can see. And then moving on to your next oyster, which is the last of your mystery oysters, Alice. Oh, lighter double pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away we have a darker silver pearl. Let me pop him out and have a squidge in here. Okay, so there's no more in that one. You have a darker silver pearl. Oh, bless you, Cindy. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't even think about it that way. Thank you, Cindy. And then moving on to your last oyster, Alice, which is your Expand the Rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side. Ooh, and in here You are twinning, and you're twinning with lighter apple green twins. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so let me just dry, excuse me, dry these up as well for you. And then you can have a closer look here. Now, let me know what you think. And if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And just need to know which ones you'd like where. And if you're not happy, that's absolutely fine. We can swap them for you. And again, I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where. Also, if you would prefer to, you can take a screenshot of these and then email me with which colours you'd like where if you'd like some time to think about it. So if I pop these on the board for you, your bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The lighter icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The darker silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And apple green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And apple green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, what do you think, my lovely? Swap the greens for purples. Do you know what shade of purple you're looking for? First purple that I've come to is Cadbury purple. However, if this isn't the correct shade or if it's too dark or anything like that, do let me know. I'm just going to grab some for you though so you can have a look. About that shade of purple. I'm just, however, just going to bring you back up so I can write this down. We're going to have icy blue on there, silver on there, and we're going to have purple on there, but you're just going to confirm if that's... Oh, can you swap the pink for a yellow and add to a lobster? Of course you can. Again, I'm just going to grab the sunshine yellow, but if you prefer a lemon or a pastel yellow, do let me know. Purples are amazing, perfect. And is the sunshine yellow okay? And then sunshine yellow on a lobster fitting if so. Just going to wrap up your shells though. And popping your name on your shells as well. Yes, perfect. No, you're very, very welcome. So let me just write this down. Yellow on lobster. Perfect. Okay, so your invoice for the lobster fitting will get sent through tomorrow for you, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, so I'm just popping all of these in here. Alice, my lovely, thank you for the donations of your shells, and we've wrapped up one of your shells as well, so that will get sent with your order, and that's safe up there. So like I say, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. You've just placed another order. Ah, yeah, little but. Let me try that again. You have indeed, Lorraine. Let me just print that off, and then you're up next. That was just in time. I was just going to refresh the page. Okay, so you have a sparkle dip and a oyster opening. Let me just print this off, my lovely. And then we'll do your sparkle dip first and your oyster opening afterwards, if that's okay. Okay. Of course it can be done tonight, that's not a problem. Perfect. So, no, absolutely fine, my lovely. So, like I said, sparkle dip first, then we'll do the oyster opening alongside him. So, good luck, my lovely. I'm going to give them a good mix. And diving in. Oh, I can't grab. Okay, there we go. Oh, I heard a thud then. One of them must have been a larger one. Oh, okay. We haven't seen this. I don't think we've seen this pendant come out yet, as in on any of the nights of the sparkle dip. Now we do have this in charm form on the website. So Swarovski Crystal Charms. This is the Edelweiss. Edelweiss. I think it's pronounced Edelweiss. Crystal charm, but this is the pendant form, so this is quite a lot larger, and this is in golden shadows. This is like the Edelweiss flower, and this is in the colour golden shadow. Now we've got the long drop pendant on this one as well. Lorraine, you've also got an oyster opening alongside this, so your pearl, if you'd like it on the jewellery, would sit at the top here. Now, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. You can stick. And again, if you're not happy and you would like to risk it and twist it, we can do that for you as well. Twist with that one, Lorraine, not a problem. So again, that one stays out and then it will go back in after we've done. Why can't I do that up? There we go. After we've done your twist. So let's bring you back up. And again, I'm just going to give them a little mix. And then going to dive in. Grabbed quite a few. Oh, I've missed the bag there. Come on, go, go, go. Oh. Dropping everywhere. Oh, okay. Where did they go? I thought I heard another one drop. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, so this one, again, we haven't. I can confirm we haven't had this one shown. This design or colour tonight shown, but this design hasn't been shown. So you've had two new designs, Lorraine, peep out there. So this one, I hope you're happy with it. Now it's a different type of heart again. Yes, I love the hearts. But this heart has got a long point heart, if you like. So it's a normal top, but it comes down into a longer point. So again, this heart has not been on the website. Now this is in rainbow, so you can see as the pendant moves, it's got all the different rainbow colours: pinks, purples, blues, oranges, yellows, greens. So this is in the rainbow colour, and it's that sort of long drop heart. I hope. Absolutely beautiful. Lorraine, I hope that means you're happy with this one. And again, if you'd like your pearl set on this one, it will sit at the top and can move around there. Sorry, because obviously these are the crystals, they can go from side to side, so it's just to try to let you guys see all those colours. Oh, right, okay, so that comes with an oyster opening. Let me bring you back up again. Which type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, I forget. Each time a new design comes out, I get so excited. Louise, So the Sparkle Dip is running throughout the summer. I haven't put a date on when it's going to end yet. And Swarovski Crystal have actually announced that they're not going to be making any more jewellery components. So what's sort of out there is out there. So once it's gone, it's gone. Which means I can't guarantee that it's going to be going on the website. At the moment, I'm not putting any of the designs on the website because I'm including them just in the Sparkle Dip, because that is at the bargain price. Obviously Sparkle Dip is cheaper than what it would be on the website, because obviously we like to give those bargains. So I can't guarantee that some of these designs will be going on the website, no. At the moment I'm just keeping them as the Sparkle Dip, and like I say, because it's running throughout the summer, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, so I can't guarantee that, I'm afraid. Sorry Lorraine. Mystery and donate your shells. Okay, so is there a certain colour you're hoping for here? And are you thinking pearl on or off of that heart? So let's go down. Oh, it's slight clapper there, just means it's slightly open, so I don't need to pop it. I can fit the knife in there, and that opened up beautifully. Okay, so there is the mother of pearl, and in here straight away I can see a blush pink pearl, any colour. Okay, there's no more in that one, so you have a blush pink. Now let me hold him up so you can see. There he is in the sand for you. Sorry, a bit bright. There you go. And then if I pop him next to your pendant, just so you can see if you'd like to have the pearl on or off. Now I'm just going to move the heart around, just so hopefully it catches all of those colours. Look at that. Oh, love it. And again, if I move it around this side, again, sorry, I'm just trying to keep the heart moving, just because it's not just that one colour, is it? I don't know if that's helpful at all. I might just make it, if I keep it still for a second. Oh, wrong side, there we go. Sorry, with that sort of heart, it's just hard to show you all the colours at once. If I pop it on the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Oh, again, sorry, it's a bit bright with the pinks. What do you think to that one, my lovely? If you're happy with the colour, would you like it on or off of the jewellery? And if you're not happy, I can swap it for you. Can you have a purple, please, and pearl on? Cadbury purple. If I grab a Cadbury purple for you, and then just let me know if you'd like a different shade. I'd say go for that one. Oh. Oh, I'm loving this purple. Or sea green. there's this, oh, hang on, let me get that so you can see it all. And there's a sea green. I take it back. I'm kind of leaning more towards the purple, but it's completely up to you, my lovely. Again, sorry I'm keep moving the heart. It's just so you can see all the different colours alongside it. I mean, the green does go beautifully, I'm not going to lie. Let's see the purple again. Yeah, that's my... But again, it's not my choice. It's your choice. Oh no, I'm getting out of camera. Oh, what do you think? It's such a hard decision. Oh, it is Anne-Marie. Yeah, I agree. Both are lovely. I'm with you, Suzanne. I personally think the purple, but the green does go beautifully as well. Louise says purple, Suzanne says purple. Stick with that purple, Lorraine. Perfect. I don't know why I'm not seeing your first comment there. But no, I'm glad. Let me bring you back up again. You're happy with that purple. So let me pop that in there and that in there. Ooh. And the purple on the jewellery. Let me write that down as well. Okay, so thank you for the donations with your shells there, Lorraine, my lovely. And I do hope you'll be happy with that and everything once it arrives. Oh, that one made me happy. I love that combination. And I think that is the end of the order list. What a cool colour to end on. I just want to like show off everything. Really, really do. But no, I'm not going to ruin the surprise. I'm terrible for ruining surprises. I really am. But yeah, I just saw another two that you guys haven't seen yet. Ooh. Lorraine, no, you're very, very welcome. Right, I am going to leave it there for the evening. Oh, bless you, Bronnie. Thank